Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever live podcast recording of Hillbilly Therapy. I am your Hillbilly therapist, Jake Hill. And as always, I am here with
Dan Fraley.
in his most exciting tone he could possibly use. We're here live at Groamy CDs and Tapes, recording for you. I think we're just gonna get right to the questions.
Sounds like a plan.
But first, we got to bring up some a local sports thing. Well, not local, but some sports issue that is going on in this wonderful country. But Dan, you don't watch a lot of sports, but
I watch zero. None.
Zero sports.
Yeah.
All right. So this entire story is, I'm going to pretty much be telling you and anybody that is listening.
You will.
The story of Carson King. Let me tell you, Carson King is a gentleman that recently, a few weeks back, was on College Game Day, a program that they have, sets up the day. They happen to be in Iowa, setting up Iowa State. This guy held up...
The classic.
It is a great rivalry.
It is.
But he was setting up... This guy had a sign in the audience that said, "I need beer money, Venmo me at."
Oh, dear.
And put his Venmo. Bunch of people sent him beer money, which is awesome. That tells you a lot about this great country, that we will help a guy not be sober.
We will crowdsource alcoholism. That's right.
Yes, we will.
America.
But this guy decided to do the wonderful thing with the money.
Uh-huh.
He donated it to the Iowa Children's Cancer Hospital.
Did he give it to them in beer?
No.
Ah.
He gave it to him as a donation, and it gets better.
Okay.
Anheuser-Busch and Venmo both got a hold of this story, said they would then match his donation. It came out to close to $1 million
Wow.
donated to the Children's Hospital.
Bravo.
Bravo. And then this story takes a very negative turn.
As they do.
The Iowa State Tribune
Oh, that bastard.
decides to run a story on him, and the guy doing the story finds out that this guy at 15 years old put up a thing on Twitter quoting the great Daniel Tosh and Tosh.0, and it was a little bit racist. So they ran a smear campaign to negatively talk about a guy that donated close to $1 million to children's cancer. Now, would you like to guess what happened to this reporter that ran the story?
I'm still trying to get over the fact that you just said the phrase, the great Daniel Tosh. I think that's... I
I
just think
find
that's
him
a little
funny.
funny. That's a little...
I find him funnier than
I mean, the
shit.
show's fine. There's nothing wrong with the show. I'm just saying that's just a random phrase to use. I don't know.
Thanks. I like him. But do you want to guess what happened to the reporter that
What
wrote this
did
story?
happen?
The internet, who
Of course.
found out that when he was 15, he put up a racist tweet. And they got his ass canned.
So we got a bunch of 15-year-old racists running around the internet? Is that what I'm...
Apparently.
Wow.
But the Iowa Tribune fired his ass.
Oh, no. Now he's going to have to go to the Iowa Gazette.
Oh, no.
Hellhole that is.
I feel like this is the greatest story because this guy was like, I'm going to run a smear campaign about a guy that raised $1 million for children's cancer, and then he got fired.
There's really not a lot of winners in that one.
I'm sorry, this is proof that God exists. He was just like, all right, F this guy.
You heard it here first, folks. 2019, we proved God exists.
Yes, that the guy
On the
at
podcast.
the Iowa Tribune got his ass canned
That's
for
right.
running a smear campaign against a drunk that raised money for children's cancer.
That's like a Mad Lib. If you ever looked at that, that's a Mad Lib where you just plug in words. You couldn't have written that. That's just...
Oh God, I heard that story and I thought that is the funniest goddamn thing. So I was like, we have to talk about it because that is just a funny ass story. This guy was like, I'm gonna run a smear campaign and got a drunk in the audience, and then he got fired. But we also got a couple questions that were sent in to us at HillbillyTherapy at gmail.com, which anybody out there, you can also
Yes.
email us.
Please send in. Please.
Yes, please send in. The crazier the better, because that's pretty much what keeps this podcast running.
Why not?
Is the crazy assholes out there that send us crazy shit.
Damn right.
This guy's probably gonna get ripped.
Oh, boy.
You ready for this
Here
one?
we go.
We do like burning an asshole, so
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna burn an asshole in this one.
Yep.
Because this guy says, how the hell am I gonna get rid of this dog? My wife bought home this old, stank-ass hound dog that her sister couldn't afford to take care of anymore. The damn thing smells like stagnant water and rot no matter how many times I wash his ass. I'm sick of it. How do I get rid of this burden without pissing off my wife who loves the damn thing and even insists the dog sleeps in the bed with us at night? Now, we are both animal lovers. We both have dogs.
Yes.
Both of us have asshole dogs, too.
Yes.
You've got a dog that's damn near a horse.
Yeah, he is, pretty much.
I've got one that's just neater and shit.
Yeah.
But this guy is a bigger asshole than I think I could ever imagine. He's got a wonderful dog that came in. Yeah, sure it smells, but what fucking dog didn't smell? That's kind of like, I feel like that's one of those things that all dogs smell at some point. And this guy's just trying to be like, fuck it. Get rid of it. I think he's an asshole. I think she could do better.
I think you have two options here. Here's the two options you have in your life. Like many things, most life decisions come down to one of two choices. Here's one of your choices. One, if you really want rid of the dog, be prepared to divorce your wife. That's how it is.
That's pretty much what's gonna
That's
happen.
all it. Because if they're like, two, the most likely of scenarios that don't involve losing half your shit, moving, and all these things, learn to live with that dog until it dies. Because
By the sounds of it, sounds like it's going to be sooner than you expect.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Wait it out. Because that's the thing. If my wife brings home an animal and she decides she's going to love it, I'm going to either live with that dog or I'm going to live without her. There's no middle ground. You can't get... This is not the day where the husband can just go take a dog out in the woods, shoot it Old Yeller style, and then go, oh, well, it didn't work out. And then the wife goes, well, I can't get a job, so who gives a shit? No, they will divorce you. It's over. So just deal with the smelly dog, put a nose plug on, and move on with your fucking life. That's all I'm going to say.
I was going to give the advice, rather her than him, and just say divorce his ass, kick his ass out, and enjoy the dog. Because, fuck you.
Okay.
Right.
We've turned on someone asking for advice.
Yes,
We're off
we
to a
did.
good
They
start.
gave into advice.
Yeah.
Like,
the hell with that guy.
Like, we haven't
Right.
done that in the past. You
Well,
go to
that's
Hillbilly
true.
Therapy saying,
That's
I need to
true.
get rid of the dog, buddy. She's getting rid of you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty then. Well, this one's an interesting one.
Oh, boy.
As we have always had. We've had some interesting ones in the past.
Truly.
This is coming in from a woman that needs our help.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this is good. Says, I'm so sick of my husband buying paper towels instead of toilet paper. First of all, quit sending them to the grocery.
What?
Yeah, it gets weirder. He says toilet paper just doesn't have the torque he requires to really clean back there. Do I need to adjust his diet or take him to the doctor to get him checked? Paper towels are so much more expensive than toilet paper, and he clogs the toilet every damn time, at least once with his shit-covered brine. How do I solve this problem? He's using paper towels to wipe his... What the fuck are you eating? Holy shit! He's using paper... Then the dumb shit's flushing him. This is the dumbest damn question that I've ever heard. And this ain't gonna be that we're gonna judge the person asking it. We're judging the other person. And I've never known you to be speechless.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around this level of stupid. One, the idea that toilet paper and paper towels are interchangeable, I've never heard of that concept until this day in 2019. That is the dumbest thing. That's Brawny. The reason Brawny does not manufacture toilet paper is because they're not toilet paper. It doesn't work that way. You can clean up... It's one way. It's a one-way system. You can clean up a mess with toilet paper. You can't flush paper towels. They're supposed to be absorbent. That's the fucking point. If everything would be done with toilet paper, everything would be toilet paper. Everything would be paper towels. They wouldn't make multiple kinds of paper if one paper did it all. So first of all, you should... I don't know saying divorce this guy. Take this guy out back, throw a roll at him.
Yeller.
No,
Yeller.
Take him out back, give him a roll of toilet paper, point him toward the woods, and let him live his life. Let him do whatever he wants to do behind a tree. Let him do with the toilet paper. Get some brawny. I don't give a shit. But there is so much stupid in that question. Not from her, but from the guy on the other fucking end. It hurts my brain to think that in 2019, in the age of Google, that this stupidity exists. There's no excuse for this. None.
Now, see, I'm going to give the bit of advice to help save one marriage, because apparently we've already caused one divorce in this.
I want this one to divorce. The guy was an option. This one, I want it to be.
Have you ever used wipes?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, there are actual wipes.
Oh, no, I know they exist, but
Okay.
I'm a grown man, so no.
Oh,
I'm not a baby.
Hell.
I'm not wiping my... I'm not doing wet wipes on my ass.
Bullshit.
Screw you.
I'll tell you right now, that is
Not
the greatest
doing it.
damn feeling. I will take them.
Nope.
I take them with me when I go hunting. Just in case I gotta go shit in the woods. It is the most clean your ass will ever be. I'm telling you right now.
Mine is plenty clean.
If you ain't just, right after you're done
fine.
wiping, a nice little wipe, I'm telling you.
Yep, I am perfectly
you
fine.
are cleaner than a baby's bottom.
I think
swear
we
to
have
God.
reached, I think, despite what they've tried to do, infomercials, I think we have reached peak ass wiping technology. I don't think it gets better.
You're right, with wipes.
No.
They came out with grown-ass man wipes.
Paper. No. Just because they put it in a fucking red and black package, don't make it. It's a fucking baby wipe. It's a baby wipe in a grown package. That's what it is. It's like they'll come up
He
there
at
like,
least knows
ooh.
what color they
People
are.
like,
He knows
I don't
inside.
fucking know. I'm just guessing the manly colors. Like Brawny is the fucking guy with the lumberjack shirt. But the point is, what I'm saying is, no, you can't like this thing called baby powder and say it's speed powder. It's baby powder. You can't just market kids shit and act like it's an adult product. It's not. It's a baby wipe.
Fuck you, I used it in the
You use
bathroom
baby
here
wipes.
20 minutes ago.
You
It's
use baby
wonderful.
wipes. That's what
I
it
don't give
is.
a shit.
Just call it what it is.
My ass is cleaner than it has ever been my entire life.
I don't tell people about the cleanliness of my ass, so that's my issue.
Really? We're going to
I
act
don't.
like this ain't the craziest thing?
Oh, it's not the craziest.
This
I'm
ain't the
just saying I
craziest thing
don't.
I've said on this podcast.
No, it is not. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't broadcast that. So
I listen to
Yeah.
Taylor Swift and I wipe my ass. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
I would be ashamed of one of those things.
Well, I think we're going to add one more question here.
Why not at this
'cause
point?
We're live and...
Sure.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is a doozy. It says, this starts off so nice and turns so wrong so quick. It says, my wife wants to adopt a child. We're unable to have children naturally. We decided that there was enough children in need of homes that adoption just seems to be the right thing to do. And this guy won me over.
Okay.
And I kept reading. It says, I told her I want a China kid or a black one, but I'm open to anything. My main question, are there black China kids out there that I can get the best of both worlds? Sir, goddamn it. I read half this question and I was like, this is the greatest question that has ever come in, and I would love to be able to have a nice question where I talk about the goodness in this world that is filled with all kinds of problems, that you're coming to us with advice towards adoption, and then you had to go and say the dumbest goddamn thing I have ever read, and you said it to a comedy podcast. How do you not know that we are going to rip your ass? God damn. No, you don't get to adopt kids saying the stupid shit that you just sent me. And yes, I now know who you are because your name is in the email, jackass. So Marcus Green, you're a dick.
Hold on. What kind of segmented racism or not? What the hell is going on where someone says, like, I want to adopt a child of another race? Admirable, by the way. Admirable. But then they say a phrase like China kid.
Yes.
That's like a 1930s gangster who thinks he's progressive. Like, yeah, I like all the broads getting jobs. Yeah, they should be able to vote too. Oh, those skanks. Like, that's not... You can't mix those things. You can't be open-minded and then say terms like China kid. That's like saying a racial slur and going, yeah, I went to the Apollo. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, God. Like, honestly, when I read this question, I was like, I want to find out who the person... Like, I'm actually... What's funny is, he actually put where he's from in it. He is from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Of course
so
he is.
we are actually going to send this video to the people. So we now have his name and where he's from
I am coming
to be able
Fort
to
Wayne.
stop adoption. Because if you are
Yeah.
that big of an asshole, first of all, he didn't want just a China kid or a black kid.
Right.
He wants both.
What?
He said, I want a Chinese black kid.
My question is why? What does he have in mind? Like that's a very specific. Like why? What does he want with that? That's
a
weird.
rapper that can do karate?
I'm
not exactly sure as to what the hell
I don't know what they want, but that's disturbing. But yeah,
a UFC fighter.
We're gonna send this.
He wants a UFC fighter.
We're gonna send this to every agency in Indiana, Ohio, Illinois. I don't give a shit. And on another note, I'm going to be in Fort Wayne, Indiana tomorrow. I'm literally going to be. So if he wants to explain himself, I will gladly meet up with him. I assume at the nearest Burger King, as the classiest restaurant he knows, and explain to him why you can't use terms like that and then pretend to be open-minded because it's sort of not the same. What the hell?
I feel like we've now said this for every question.
It's been a what the hell episode. It really has.
It's been a what the hell episode,
Yeah.
but again, ma'am, I'm going to say this in the nicest way because I'm going to assume since he didn't say we at any point in this question, it is simply I. Divorce his ass. We have now caused probably 4 divorces.
We've
in
done
this
the up
podcast.
and down. We've done 3 in, 3 out. This is the end of an inning here where we're just telling everybody get divorced, and we are the worst advice column, but we're right. We're right. We're just bad.
We just saved the possibility that there is a Chinese / African American
in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
The
most likely of
you
scenarios.
You don't get adopted by this asshole.
Oh God, the most likely of scenarios. Yeah.
Just because he's gonna exploit the shit.
I don't
out
know
of you.
what I'm afraid of what he's planning because that was very specific just to be random.
Yes, and again, you're that dumb one to even say those words. And then you send it to a comedic podcast.
Yeah, I don't think
a regular podcast would be dumb enough.
I think people are reading the therapy part and forgetting what's going on because they're sending questions that I think a real doctor would have a problem with some of these questions. We are just going to make fun of you. That's how that's going to go.
This entire episode is a giant what the...
Yeah,
I feel like that's been, at least for the last, 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, they're getting weirder.
Yeah. It's probably going to get weirder next week, too. Probably. I feel like it just gets weirder and weirder, so...
Most likely of scenarios, yeah.
Well, we got more fun to be had here at Groamy CDs and Tapes in Lima, Ohio, where we are recording this tonight. So, I think we're going to get out of here.
I think that's a good plan.
I've said this to you guys. I've said it to the people that are watching us right now. You ain't got to go home, but at some point, you got to get the hell out of here. Y'all have a good night.
Last call for the bar, I'll soon be leaving. While she's waiting patiently at home for me, I'll play just one more song, think about her, 'cause I love her, and I know she loves me.